Okay, so let's talk about this. I'm willing to bet you don't actually lack motivation or ability, and you for sure don't lack potential. So, why is it so ridiculously hard to stay consistent with the things you know are important? Well, that's what we're going to break down right now exactly why it happens and how you can finally fix it. I mean, seriously, think about it for a second. How many times have you started something new? You've got that fire, that excitement. You tell yourself, okay, this time is going to be different. And then it isn't. If that sounds familiar, trust me, you are not alone. It's pretty much a universal human thing. And here's the first big idea we really need to get our heads around. This problem isn't you. It is not some kind of moral failing, and it's definitely not a lack of willpower. The real issue is that most of us are using a completely broken strategy for building habits. And this right here gets to the absolute heart of it. We try to build everything on a foundation of motivation. But just look at this comparison. Motivation is unstable, it's unreliable, it comes and it goes. A system, on the other hand, that's stable, it's reliable, it's always there waiting for you, no matter how you feel. This quote just says it all, doesn't it? Trying to be consistent by just using motivation is exactly like planning your life around the weather. You might get lucky and get a sunny day, sure, but you're really just setting yourself up to get rained out. You need a system that works even when you don't feel like it. So if we know motivation isn't the answer, then what is actually tripping us up? Well, it almost always comes down to three hidden traps that pretty much everyone falls into without even noticing. Let's break them down. Okay, trap number one, the starting too big cycle. You know this one. You decide you're gonna get in shape, so you say, I'm gonna work out for 2 hours every single day. You've got these huge plans, massive expectations, and you go all in. It feels amazing for maybe a few days, and then it just becomes completely unsustainable and you burn out. And this is such an important shift in thinking. What if the reason you failed wasn't because you were lazy? What if it's because you were actually too ambitious? You tried to sprint a marathon. The intention was amazing, but the strategy, well, it was doomed from the start. Now for trap number two. And this one is just as destructive. It's the all or nothing mindset. And this analogy is just perfect. You miss one workout, you eat one meal you shouldn't have. And what do? You treat it like a total failure. It's like dropping your phone, seeing one little crack, and then deciding, well, might as well smash the whole thing to pieces. This is the toxic little thought that drives that whole mindset, isn't it? If I can't do it perfectly, then I just won't do it at all. The hunt for perfection becomes the enemy of just making progress. So when you inevitably have an off day, because you're human, you don't see it as a tiny speed bump. You see it as a massive wall and a reason to just give up. And trap number three, this one is baked right into our psychology. See, our brains are wired to want rewards now. But with consistency, the effort is all up front. You have to do the work today, but the reward, the thing you actually want to see, is often weeks or even months down the line. That gap, that's where we lose the battle with ourselves. Okay, so we've gone through all the problems, but what about the solution? The good news is there's a much better way to go about this, and it's built on three really simple but really powerful keys. And here they are. It's this simple. Number one, start small, like ridiculously small. We're focusing on repetition, not how intense it is. Number two, build your identity. This is about shifting who you believe you are. And number three, make it easy. We're going to remove all the friction we can. So that first key, start small. This metaphor is everything. The goal isn't one giant, forceful push. It's about small, relentless, repeated actions. So instead of trying to work out for an hour, your only goal is to put on your workout clothes. That's it. Instead of writing a whole chapter, your goal is to write one sentence. The point is just to show up. All right, key number two. And honestly, this might be the most powerful one of all. We usually get obsessed with the what. What should I do? But the real lasting change happens when you flip the question and you focus on the who. Who do I actually want to become? Because here's the secret. Your actions always follow your identity. You don't have to force yourself to do things if you believe that's who you are. Every single small action you take is like casting a vote for that new identity. Every time you write that one sentence, you're casting a vote that says, I am a writer. And finally, key number three is to make it so easy that you can't say no. This is all about removing friction. All those little annoying things that stand between you and doing the thing. You want to exercise in the morning? Lay out your clothes the night before. You want to study? Just open the notebook on your desk before you even think about it. The easier it is to start, the more likely you are to do it. So let's bring all this together. I want you to forget all the past failures. The goal now is not to change your entire life overnight. The goal is way simpler. It's to start small and just stop quitting. If you take one thing away from this whole explainer, please let it be this. Consistency is not about having a perfect record. It's about getting back on track the next day. It's about showing up, even when you're tired, even when you don't feel like it, even if all you can give is 10%. Just showing up, that is the win. And this is the end result. True, lasting success, it doesn't come from some single heroic moment. It's the compound interest from all those tiny, quiet, daily actions that nobody else even sees. That right there, that's the real engine of growth. So I'll leave you with this final thought. Forget about the rest of your life. Just picture the next 6 months. What's one small thing that if you did it consistently would completely transform your life?